Welcome back to Sillyville, part of the weekly news roundup, live Friday 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will talk about Alexa's ordering unicorn meat, people. Get your unicorn meat here. But anyway, we are on to the Sillyville portion of the weekly news roundup. And first, Maryland bill would outlaw ransomware and keep researchers from reporting bugs. I'm not sure which is stupider. The moron who introduced the bill to ban cell phones for people under 21, or a guy who wants to introduce a ban to make something illegal illegal. This to me is just like the gun debate. Let's make it illegal so people stop carrying guns. Hey people, in all of these shooting zones are already gun-free zones. The law doesn't help. So, of course, Maryland is mad because they crippled Baltimore for a long period of time. I'm still not sure they're up and running completely yet. All right. So, we want to pass a bill to outlaw ransomware. What? Do you think that somebody in your state infected you with ransomware? No, it was some guy over in some other country where you don't have any jurisdiction. He doesn't care. Outlaw ransomware all you want. There's no provision in the law to help the researchers. Maybe we need to pass a new law in this country that if you can't pass a basic competency in technology 101 course, you are barred from any degree of legal making Congress. Well, if that's not bad enough, emojis can now be in your license plates. So what am I going to have on my license plate? My favorite one of these fingers, a pig, and a guy running really fast. Come and get me, copper! Come and get me! What's the license plate? It's a middle finger, a pig, and a running really fast. Ah! I've been watching too many chase videos lately, and I very much enjoy watching police chase videos. Just an FYI, I would never run from the police. All right, but anyway, in Vermont, emojis can now appear on a license plate. This is a universally bad idea because a license plate is designed so you can catch it and remember it. How do you describe? What's the license plate? This one is 4M4ZE smiley, or is that an LOL? I don't know which one that is, but it's a smiley face with a yellow thing on it. Sir, there's 15 smiley faces with yellow things on them. Well, I don't know which one it is. This is a universally bad idea. But anyway, emojis will be coming along. This, by the way, is happening in Vermont. So any of my Vermont guys, let me know if you're from Vermont. I wonder if Sexton Hammer will have one of these on his vehicle, right? I'm not even sure why they use, like, that's a more of a European look. And Tech Spot, what are you doing? This is a European car. Look at the place of that steering wheel. This is a European car. This is a Vermont license plate thing. Tech Spot, get your licenses in line. So anyway, Vermont House Democrats allow drivers to add one of 6 emojis to the license plate. So we'll let people add the emoji to the number assigned by the Commissioner of Motor Vehicles. An emoji could also be added to numbers or letters chosen by a driver for a vanity plate. Vermont is already one of several U.S. states that allow the use of some punctuation, including ampersands and question marks in license plates, so maybe emojis is the next step. The emoji plates, let's see. Okay, in Queensland, Australia, they can place laughing, smiling, winking, love, or sunglasses, which are priced at $336 each. Wow. No word on how much the Vermont plates will cost. So it looks like there are, let's see, according to Emojipedia, there are around 3,178 recognized emojis to pick from, but expect to see non-offensive ones. Oh, come on. I want to see the middle finger, the pig, and the guy running really fast. Let's go, people. All right, I included this in Sillyville. A lot of people wanted me to comment on this. No better place than Sillyville, because this is the nonsense that the Free Software Foundation does that prevents anybody from taking it seriously. That and the fact that its founders eats toe jam off its toes on camera. All right, so the Free Software Foundation, which I would generally want to side with because I am all about FOSS people. I have an entire channel devoted to teaching people how to write and produce and publish their books entirely in free and open source software. It's called Writing Done Right, and it'll be linked in the description down below if you're interested in that. I love free software. I want to get behind the Free Software Foundation, but they're crazy. They've lost their ever-loving minds. I'm sorry, fools. Windows 7 is not going to be released as freeware just because it reached end of life last week. All right? Last week it reached end of life. That doesn't mean it's going, or was it 2 weeks? It might be 2 weeks ago by now. My apologies. I think it's 2 weeks ago. That doesn't mean it's ready to be released. They still have 3 years of paid support on it, and then a whole lot of years of people running it. Come on, if you want to take this seriously, at least ask for like the Windows 98 code to be open source. That would be fun. Of course, I did hear Microsoft try to release the Millennium Code. They're like, no, we don't want to touch that crap. No, they didn't try and release the Millennial Code. It was just a good joke. All right, but anyway. So the Free Software Foundation is trying to upcycle Windows 7 petition. This is, and I think, was it you, Vince, that had a good commentary on this on the Discord server, I think? Let me see if that was in there. I think Vince had a good commentary on it, saying that, can I find it? I don't know where it is. Anyway, the commentary basically said, it doesn't matter how many people sign the petition. We have this idea that, sign our petitions. Like, petitions do anything. Petitions don't do anything. It might get a congressman to look at changing a law. A petition would be the way you would recall, a local city official or something. But as far as trying to sign a petition to get a for-profit company to release the source code for the application that's still more used than its current source code, it's never going to happen. And when you do this stuff like this, you look like a bunch of blithering idiots. So stop looking like blithering idiots so people would take free software seriously for once. Please, Free Software Foundation, stop being crazy. On to crazy, though. Of course, we do know that February 2nd is right around the corner, and that's, what is that? Is that Sunday, I think? So right around the corner, we are going to know if the winter is over or if spring is on our doors, but PETA is pissed. PETA's always pissed, though. What can we say about that? PETA is pissed, people. PETA's pissed. PETA wants Punxsutawney Phil replaced with an AI groundhog. Is Punxsutawney Phil really suffering? He lives in his own hole his whole life willingly. We don't keep cages over that thing. He sticks his head out, he says yay, nay, and goes back to sleep for a while. PETA, leave the stupid groundhog alone. We do not need an AI groundhog, thank you. The AI groundhog's going to stand up, open up a laser gun, and start killing everyone that comes around to see if he sees a shadow because a hacker got a hold of the thing. Punxsutawney Phil, though, is doing just fine. Oh, boy. Since 1887, the residents of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania have maintained their belief that an immoral groundhog named Punxsutawney Phil can and will predict the end of winter. As popularized in the film Groundhog's Day, each year, February 2nd, Phil is coaxed from his home in the tree stump and displaying into a baying crowd. If Phil sees his shadow, there will be 6 more weeks of winter. Stay on top of the hat-held elders. If not, then an early spring is due. But it's time for Punxsutawney Phil to stop terrorizing an innocent rodent, says the moronic idiots called PETA. Instead, said the organization, Punxsutawney Phil should be replaced by an animatronic groundhog that uses AI to actually predict the weather. We can't predict the weather! You may as well let the groundhog do it! He does it better than the weatherman anyway! For the love, people! For the love! So, times change, traditions evolve, but PETA will remain stupid forever. Oh, Lance. Anyway, by creating an AI Phil, you can keep Punxsutawney at the center of Groundhog's Day, but a much more progressive way. That's all we need, more progressivism. Talk about taking your town's additional tradition in a fresh and innovative direction. No, I think that people wouldn't show up as much for a groundhog as they would show up for, people will show up more for the groundhog than that. Oh, boy. Well, who's into the whole coronavirus? Well, apparently since the coronavirus has been coming around, or is that called Kung Flu? That's been my favorite thing to hear about it. Anyway, the coronavirus has nothing to do with Corona beer, but some people seem to think it does. Ever since the coronavirus has been going around, Corona beer has been skyrocketing on search terms. According to Google, United States, Google Trends calculated 57% of the people that search one or more of those terms search for beer virus, and the remaining 43 search for Corona beer virus. States like Hawaii, New Mexico, and Kansas are searching for beer virus more, whereas states like South Carolina, Colorado, and Arizona are searching for corona beer virus more. Google Trends tweeted Tuesday that coronavirus symptoms had spiked 1,050% this week. The search engine also included top questions on the coronavirus in the past 24 hours, concluded what is coronavirus, and it's a coronavirus. Is coronavirus deadly? So yeah, apparently there's a connection to beer and a virus. So what do y'all think about that? All right, on to our feature story for the day, people. This is going to make you, I don't know. An Oxford University professor has created a patch infused with bacon to help vegans cope with meat cravings. This is why we know that veganism is a bad lifestyle. Scientifically, if you pull up any vegan scientific report and you dig through it, what you will find is what is required to get a vegan study past a human board review is that your vegan population has to be on vitamin B12 because that is a deficiency among vegans because it is not found in any plant sources. So a vegan has to supplement, which means every single scientific study with vegans automatically has a confounding variable mucking up the results. Now, you could get around that by forcing everybody to take vitamin B12, but now you have to ask, is vitamin B12 causing the results in the study? And so every vegan's research, because it has to be accompanied with this supplement, is intrinsically flawed. Yet another case. Here, the vegans are craving meat because their body needs it. They're starving themselves on a molecular level. So this Oxford University professor creates a meat patch. So apparently you can put a meat patch infused with bacon on it. So my cat just went crazy. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty cat. Apparently the kitty's like, I'm sick of hearing about this vegan patch. Let me out of here, you know? Get me out of here, yo. So anyway, so the patch is infused with a scent of bacon and has been developed by scientists with the aim of helping people who choose to adopt a plant-based diet curb their meat cravings. The device was created by Charles Spence, a professor of experimental psychology at the University of Oxford. Spence, who specializes in sensory perception in a way in which the mind is connected to the senses of taste and smell, collaborated with a plant-based food company, Strong Roots, to create the patch, which a person who is wearing the patch scratches it, produces a smell similar to that of cooked bacon. Professor Spence explained that this may help those who wish to refrain from eating meat to imagine they're eating bacon, which should supposedly satiate their appetite, which, by the way, it doesn't. It makes you hungry for it. Scent can reduce food cravings, he says. I guarantee if I saw that study, there'd be some flaws in it because that goes against a lot of scientific precedent. So our sense of smell is strongly connected to our ability to taste. Therefore, experience food-related cues such as smelling a bacon aroma can lead us to imagine the act of eating the food. I'm sorry, what planet is this guy on? This guy must have also been, he just came out of the out of the lysogenic acid study, I think. But anyway, so now you too can be a vegan wearing your bacon meat patch. You know what we need, people? We need to get ourselves a unicorn meat patch. When we have a unicorn meat patch, all the world will be good. And the thing will even have the gay rainbow on top of it so that everything will be right with the world. That's what we need, people. That's what we need. That's what we need. A unicorn meat patch. Let me know if you agree with the need for the unicorn meat patch in the comments down below.